Hi, I'm your coach Sam, and I'm ready to take you through total body phase 1. Let's get started with some stretches. Our first stretch, we're going to go with our press up. Press up position, press up and back down. Press up and back down. This is just going to loosen off your back muscles. Feels good. Give me one more. And let's turn over onto your back and let's do the pretzel. Remembering to cross one leg over the other and then pull up towards your opposite shoulder. And you should really be feeling this stretch right down your glute. Just stretching out, getting ready for our session. Come back down to neutral. We always do that. Uncross, cross over the other side and pull up. Enjoy that hold. Great. Now come back down. And let's do our pelvic rotation. So just contract your abs and roll over to one side. Stack your heels. And you should really be feeling this stretch right through your back. Come back to neutral and then repeat the stretch on the other side. Remembering every time, contract your abs on the way back up. And now let's lift one leg up at a time to 90. Place your hands on your inner thighs. And then slowly release. We really want to feel this stretch in your inner thigh. Feels good. How you feeling? Really loosen off inner thighs here. Great. Come back to neutral. Always remember to put one foot down at a time. And then let's go over onto hands and knees and do cat back stretch. Remember to position your arms above your shoulders. There you go. Lift up. Hold. And come back down. Great. Now we're going to go on to our last one. Come up onto your knees and let's do our hip flexor stretch. Important to really stretch out your hip flexors. Take a lunge position and then just ease into the stretch. Feel your stretch, nice straight back. And let's pull back into my favorite hamstring stretch, stretching out your hamstring. Hinging at your hips, never bending at your hips, just always hinging. Now let's pull a calf stretch, toe through to your shin. Wonderful. Release and switch sides. Again, at home if you have a towel, always good to rest your knee on a towel. Lean forward. Enjoy that hip flexor stretch. You have a nice straight back here. Again, come back into your hamstring stretch. Great job, really leaning slowly, easing into your stretches. Really enjoy your stretch. And then give me your calf stretch. Pulling back your toe. Wonderful. Now come back up to your feet. And let's do a quick breath. So I want you to put your hand on your tummy. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Another deep breath in. And breathe out. And now just double check your posture. Make sure your head's high, chest is high, nice and straight. Arms are down by your sides. Great, and let's go into our head hang. Hanging your head forward and then looking across toward one arm. Feeling the stretch in the outside of your neck. Come back to the middle, look up, and then come back down and stretch out the other side. Release the tension from the day. Come back to the middle and let's go across the body. Always remembering to hold above your elbow and to make sure that you keep your shoulders down. I always start out a little high, but then I reposition. Come back down and go over to the other side. Stretching is a great form of relaxation and it's really going to get us prepared for our workout. Great, time to go to the penguin. Put your hands in your pretend back pockets and pull your elbows forward. Just hold, remembering to breathe. Now I want you to do a trap stretch. Grab this hand with this arm, pull down, and then look across to your opposite side. Come back to neutral. Grab your opposite wrist, always grabbing above your wrist, not directly on top of your wrist. And then look across. Shake it out, and then let's go to our tricep stretch. One arm up, push it down. Again, we always want to ease into your stretches. Never force your arm, just be really gentle. Really just gently push down. Feel a stretch down the back of your arm here. Come all the way back down. Go over to the other side and enjoy stretching out your triceps. Now come back to the middle and let's do a pec stretch. Interlock your fingers behind your neck, making sure you don't push your neck forward, and then just stand up nice and tall, chest high, and you're just gently pulling back, really opening up your chest. So we've finished our stretches and now it's time for total body phase 1. Remember, we have our levels. We have level 1, Carol, level 2, Nicola, and level 3 is Garrett. We're going to get started with squats. So come down into your squat position, 3 different levels. If you're new to exercising level 1, you're not squatting so low, medium squat and a deep squat. So squat position, arms are folded, and we're going to be holding. So find your level, sit, your chest is high, and then come back to standing, and let's go back down. Now remember, your knees are always tracking over your toes. Come back up. Your knees are never passing your toe line, and your weight always is through your heels. You always want your weight through your heels. Come back down. Really feel the position. The more you do squats, the more you'll get used to the correct position. A great way to do it is to imagine sitting in a chair. You're about to sit in a chair, you're tricking yourself, and then you're standing back up. Sometimes people will put a chair behind them just to remind them. Down again. Come back up. Back down. And hold. Our last one here. Make it a good one. Make it count. And come back up to standing. We're going to have a second set of this exercise. So stretch out a little. Have a little wiggle. Find your position. Remember your level. Keep your tummy tight, abs tight. And let's sit down and hold. And come back to standing. Each time, it's hard to think of every single cue. So on each one of the squats, let's focus on a new thing. We're going to sit down. This time I'm making sure my knees are in the correct position. I'm standing. As I sit back down, I'm making sure my body weight is through my heels. Nice job. Sit back down and hold. Again, make sure you're breathing the whole time. You always want to breathe and always want to keep your core nice and tight. Back down and hold. Breathe in and back down. Find your level and you can progress at your own rate. You're your own boss. You decide when you're ready to take the squat a little deeper. Last one, make it a good one. Hold, remembering to breathe. Come back up to standing. Now balance is so important, so we're going to move on to a single limb balance. So what I want you to do is literally just balance on one leg, but get stable, contract your core, and up you go. Awesome. So you'll notice over here I have my level 1 exerciser, and she's just going to come back a little, really working her core, going back and forward. Level 2, you're going to reach a little bit further, and then with my level 3, you can go all the way down and add some rotation. Adding rotation's good. Really feel that. Looking good, Garrett. Give me one more. Last one, come on, last one. And relax. We're going to go to our opposite leg now. Again, it's important that you pick your own level. Get started, off you go, down and back up. If you feel yourself really starting to wobble, contract your abs. Make sure that your arm stays at 90. Contract your abs and really have to focus. You're going to wibble wobble, but the more you do it and the more you work on it, the better you're going to get, the more stable you're going to get. And it's just so important that we work on this as a focus for core muscles. Core stability is so important in your everyday life. Last one, give me one more. Now it's time to do our second set You've got the move down this time, so now you can really focus on moving forward. You ready? And let's go. You're looking good. Again, as you progress, you're going to get better. You can move along to our advanced rotation. But to start with, if you're not ready even for a bend, you can literally just stand on one leg. You can keep your knee up to 90 and just stand there. And you wouldn't believe how much your body is having to work just to stabilize itself while you're on one side. And as with all our exercises, make sure your knee never goes past your toe. Give me one more. Great job. Next set, come on. And go forward. And back up. Forward. And back up. Looking good. Really contract your core as you start to wobble. Just focus. Pick a point that's a fixed point, something you can look at as you're doing it, and that'll really help you maintain your balance. Great job. Remembering to breathe the whole time. Give me one more. Now it's time to pick up your weights. We're going to do a squat press. So you've worked on your squat, you know all your cues, but I want you to have a slightly wider stance. Now, your wider stance, your arms are up, and we're going to sit down and press up. You're going to sit down and press up. Remembering with your levels again, you want to squat deeper if you're advanced, and a nice lighter squat if you're not. Keep your core tight. Nice job. Keep it going. Again, you don't want to lift your weights too high up. We don't want to press overhead. Our press is always just straight out in front of your body. Keep it going. Remember to breathe. Keep your core nice and tight. Nice straight back. We've just got two more. Down, press up. Last one. Down and press up. Just take a little rest. Shimmy, shake it out because we've got our second set. Again, on the first set, you're really starting to work on just getting the fundamentals. Second set, it's time to work. Down we go. Press up. Down you go. And press up. Again, you can remember that there's a chair behind you. You can pretend, Garrett, there's a chair there, but you're not going to sit in it because you really want to work your quads. You want to work your glutes. You're working your shoulders, you're working your core. There's not one part of your body that this exercise is not working, because we're working our mind as well. To focus, keep it going. Just three more, down and up. So when you're down, your arms and legs are down, and when you're up, you're standing and the weights are above. And put your weights down, take a little rest. And this time, you can have a little drink of your hydrate. Great, and then we're going to move on to our next exercise, which again, we're really working quads and glutes because we're going to go into a lateral squat walk. So you're going to come down, you ready? Down, arms are folded, and then you're just going to do 3 baby steps this way. We're going to step, 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 and back, step, step, step. Remember as well, with your levels, if you're level 1, you're not squatting as deep, more of a 40-degree angle. My level 2 is squatting to 60. And my athlete over here, my level 3, is squatting down to a 90-degree angle. Great job, keep that going. Looking good. Again, your core's tight. We're on the move, but the whole time you're focusing on keeping your core tight. Just come back. One last time over, take a breath, shake it off, and let's get ready for our second set. Remember your levels are important. 40 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degree squat. We're all athletes, we're all working hard. Find your position, sit down, chest is high, abs are tight. Here we go, step, 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 come back. Like I was saying, we're all athletes. We work hard, whether you're a mom, training for a marathon, whatever you're doing, whatever your sport is, continue with your exercises. Get strong. We're strengthening your quads, your core, and your glutes with this exercise. Feels good. Keep it going. Just 4 more to go. Remembering to breathe. It's so easy to forget to breathe while we're exercising, but it's so important. 1 more time. And relax. Shake it off. And let's get ready for our lunges. So first we're going to do an isometric hold right here, and that's going to contract your core. We're going to step forward into a lunge position, and you're just going to hold and then come back up. Lunge forward and hold and come back up. Remember that we have so many different levels. If you're level 1, you're not lunging as far. Your upper body's still contracted, you're still working your core, you're just not stepping as far down. My intermediate exercises, the lunge is a little deeper. And number 3, level 3 with Garrett. Nice deep lunge, core's tight, your back's nice and straight, and you're remembering to breathe. Always we're focusing in our exercises on the push back. We work so hard every day, pulling our body forward. We're sat at desks. These exercises are a perfect combination of flexibility and strength, which together equal stability. And that's what we're working toward, is a nice stable core. Keep it going, looking good, feeling great, really working your glutes. Remember, focus on the push back, lunge forward, really push back. Nice job, keep it going. Give me 1 more. Nice job. Take a break. We're going into our second set. Get ready for your isometric hold. Right here, contracting your core, standing nice and tall. And let's lunge forward. And back up. Lunge forward and back. Keep that going. Your core is tight. We're breathing. And then just always focus on the muscle that we're trying to work. I'm focusing on pushing back because your muscles work so hard in the front of your body all day long just to keep us upright, believe it or not. Body's working so hard all day, and we want to correct your imbalances here. You're always leaning forward. We want to focus on pushing back. Again, in your lunge position, you want to be mindful that your knee's in the right position, it's tracking straight forward and straight back. Your back's nice and straight. Keep breathing. Last time either side. Great. Now we're going to take it to the floor with our plank exercises. So go ahead and find your comfortable plank position, remembering to keep your shoulders and wrists in line, nice straight body. And then I want you to protract up and then retract back down. And what that means is you're basically just pulling up as if somebody's pulling you with a string, and then relaxing back, sinking down into your shoulder blades, and then coming back up. Again, this is a great exercise. You can always be on your knees. That's good too. You're still working the same muscles. You're really strengthening here. You're working your abs. You're keeping your core nice and tight the whole time. Feels good, remembering to breathe. You can really see her back's coming up, and then she's really retracting down, getting some good shoulder strength. This is a tough exercise, but stay with it. Feels good. Give me 2 more. Back down. Last one. And then come back into a nice stretch. Stretch back. Really enjoy your stretch. Take a couple of deep breaths before we go into our second set. You ready? Find your position. Always so important to find your position first. Find your position and let's go. And back down. The whole time you really want to make sure that you're staying with a nice flat back. I always joke around, I should be able to rest anything here and it shouldn't move. Keep it going. Up you come and back down. Again, we're working muscles that are just small muscles that we're not used to working, but they're so important for stability. So stay with this exercise. It takes a little while to get it, but you're gonna get it, and it's gonna really make you feel good. Breathe in, breathe out, keep it going. It's getting tough, but you can do it. Give me 2 more. Last time down, push up and go back into your stretch. We started out with a tough one, but the next one, we're just going into front plank. So what I want you to do is find your plank position, and this time I want you to focus on your breathing. Focus on your breathing. So find your position, back you go. Your head's always looking, your eyes are looking straight down at the floor. Hold it right there, and we're just gonna do a nice 20-second hold. I'll tell you when it's time. You just focus on keeping your position correct. Nice straight back, nice straight line. You're almost there, hold it. You might be starting to shake, but that's okay. Come back down into your stretch. How you doing, guys? Always important to rebuild. Let's go into our second set. Holding, you're breathing. Notice how back is nice straight line. And as you start to shake, because we all shake, whether you're level 1, you're level 2, your body's gonna be telling you, put me down, but that's okay. That's when you focus on holding your core tight. Come back down. Our next exercise, we're going up into side plank, but we're gonna start from a plank position. So find yourself set in your plank position first, get nice and stable, and then I want you to open up to one side, making sure that your chest is high, you've got a nice straight line for your arm. Looking good, Garrett, and your heels are stacked on top, one on top of the other for stability. You're in a nice straight line. Come back down to the front. Come down onto your knees and take a rest. Take a deep breath. Nice deep breath. Reset. And this time when we come up into our plank position, you're going to open up to the opposite side this time. Open up nice and wide. There you go. Feels great. The more you do this exercise, the easier it's going to get. Down you come, back to the center. Take a deep breath. One more set left, and I know you can do it. I'm here to help you get through. Deep breath in and out. Find your position, and up you go. Turn it over. Again, it's okay if you're wobbling around. It's expected, that's totally fine. Wobble around, but I want you to make sure that you're focusing on keeping your hips high. As you get tired, it'll start to sag, but come back up. Come back down to the center and relax. Nice, relax. You just got one more side to go up. You can do it. Take a deep breath. Find your strength. And over we go, opening up. This exercise is really working your glutes. You're working your glutes. You're stabilizing your core. Concentrate, breathe. I know you can do it. Come on. If you're wibble wobbling around and you stop, that's okay. Back to center. Down you come. Join me up on your feet and let's go into a nice stretch. Stretching out on muscles that we've just worked. Always remember, grab above your elbow, relax your shoulders down, and focus on your breathing. Come back down to the middle, and let's take it across the other side. Again, focusing on your posture and breathing. Shoulders are down. Now let's stretch out our upper trap. Grab above your wrist, pull down gently, and then look to the opposite arm. Really feel the stretch. Come back to the middle and other side. Always important to stretch after every workout. Come back up to the center, hold your wrist back, and then push forward. Really just put some stress through your wrist, so it's time to really loosen them off. Come back to the middle, and let's repeat on the other side. Push forward and hold and release. Great job. you just work smart in this Herbalife workout. Grab your rebuild strength, and I'll see you next time.